Hey y'all, welcome to Unboxing Discovery by G. My name is Gina. I thought I'd come on and give y'all a little update while I am sitting in my car because I got the time wrong on my physical therapy. And I thought I was supposed to be here a half hour early, so I got here 45 minutes early and now I'm just sitting in my car. Physical therapy. So, beginning of June, and this is why y'all haven't heard from me, seen anything from me in a very long time. I got super excited. I wanted to do work outside. I went out there, I emptied my water garden, I cut up my water irises had just completely taken over my water garden. It's actually an old horse trough that I got from my dad, and I lined it and made a water garden out of it. Put like a fake old water pump and everything in it with the water coming out of it. It was very cute. Well, these water lilies had taken it all over, and if you've ever tried to cut up a water lily, you know how hard it is to cut through all those roots, and you know, it's just, whew, my gracious, it was some work. I did that. I pressure washed. I moved. We had our entire wood stack on our back patio, so we didn't have a lot of back patio room. I moved the entire wood stack. I reset up the stand we had it on, and then stacked it back all in there, pressure washed, blowed everything off, whole nine, went crazy, worked myself half to death, started a new flower bed, did that in a couple days. Actually, I get kind of obsessed and I just have to get it all done. Well, the third day I was like, or maybe I skipped a couple days, I can't remember. I think I relaxed for a couple days, and then I went out there. I did a little weeding in the flower bed, around my blueberry bush, things like that. I got in the pool, not very much because it was still a little cool at that point, and then went and sat by the water garden and just hung out, listened to some music, and enjoyed outside. The temperature was good at that point in time, and just hung out. Came inside, went to change out of my bathing suit and into my PJs for the night. And when I bent over, it was like somebody had stabbed a hot poker in the back of my lower back. Wow, did it hurt, and I could not stand back up. I managed to make it to my recliner, where I sat there waiting for my husband to get home, thinking, oh my goodness, I bet it's sciatica, because I've had an issue with my sciatic nerve before, and it was not this bad, I don't think. I couldn't get comfortable in any position. Laying down was a little better, but it was still pain, and my shooting down my leg, my toes were going numb. By the next morning, it was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm like poking my husband. Hey Daniel, get up and take me to the emergency room. So we go to the emergency room, and you know how it goes in emergency rooms. You're there, nobody's paying attention to you. You're listening to the nurses talk about their collection of shoes, you know, different things, and like going, why is nobody paying attention to me? I'm in pain. And, you know, and I'm like trying everything I can do to get comfortable, you know, and it's not working. And we're there for a couple hours, and this little doctor comes in. Okay, let's do some x-rays and see what's wrong. Go do some x-rays. We wait. Finally, the nurse comes back in. The doctor did not even come back in. Says, oh, you've just pulled a muscle. We're going to give you this, I can't remember if she said it was strong ibuprofen, strong Tylenol, whatever it is. We're going to give you a shot of that, send you home with some pills, you'll be fine. So that shot did nothing. And by the way, why is it that if you got to go to the emergency room, that is the one day that you're wearing that one pair of underwear that has that little bitty hole in the seam, that's going to embarrass you because you got to pull them underwear down a little bit and people will see that hole. It always happens. They're thrown away now, by the way. So, off track, off subject. I went to my doctor the next day to follow up. Let me let me specify that. I went to my doctor's office. My doctor could not see me. He's an internal medicine doctor because I got so much junk that goes on with me. I can't just have a regular doctor. My hair's doing funky things. I did not spend a lot of time with it because I thought I was late and I was early. So it's crazy today. No makeup, no nothing. Hadn't done that in a month. Not even earrings. Wearing a cat lady shirt though. So go to the nurse practitioner in his office, and she's like, well, if you got numbness in your feet, it's that sciatic nervous pinch. That's what that is. And I'm like, well, that's what I thought too. And so she gives me something else, which my husband's like, oh, that's the good stuff. That's what they give me for my kidney stones. And I can't remember. All three of them started with a T. And I'm like, how am I supposed to remember these Latin names that start with a T? Because, yeah, we're not done yet. And she gave me a steroid pack. Now, the steroid pack did help. As a matter of fact, I even called them and said, hey, you know, I've improved a little, but I am not better. And she, by the way, I keep skipping things. She told me if I wasn't better by the end of the steroid pack that she was going to send me for MRI. So we said, can we just get another steroid pack? No, they won't do that. Okay. Well, are you sending me for MRI? No, we're going to send you physical therapy. Okay. Well, that's not what the doctor said, but whatever. So we wait 2 weeks. Meanwhile, I'm down. I'm not able to groom my dogs. All my poor puppies are having to wait on me. And I start getting mad. And I'm like, why has nobody called me? So that Friday, not my doctor's office, but the Baptist referral place calls and says they're going to refer me to physical therapy. And I'm like, so it's taking you 2 weeks to even decide to refer me to physical therapy. In the meantime, I'm suffering. So what I have done is I kept paperwork from the last time I was in physical therapy, because you know me, I keep everything under the sun. I start doing the exercises from that paperwork that I remember doing. And I'm doing them every single day because I'm trying my best to get better. I can't stand being down. When I am down, all I can think about is all the stuff I cannot do, which drives me crazy. So I finally, I think a week after that, on a Monday, I called and said, hey, I hadn't heard anything from anybody. What's going on? And she says, hang on, let me just call the place we're referring you to see what's going on. Well, they don't have an appointment for 4 weeks, so I'd have to wait 4 more weeks. And I said, can I find my own place to go to physical therapy? She said, yeah, as long as you call me back, call your doctor's office, let them know where they're referring you to so they can send paperwork. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So I call up this place where I used to go. Hey, when can you get me in? Well, tomorrow. I'm like, all right, schedule the appointment. She said, well, I can't schedule you until I get your referral. So I get back on the phone. I call my doctor's office. This is where I want to go. Okay, we'll send the paperwork. So I come the next day and they're like, they got my referral, but they didn't get my work order or something like that. What tells them what to do to me? So I just told them what was going on and they went off of that. A week later, they still haven't got that. So I'm on the phone with the doctor's office and my husband too, and this Baptist place. And I'm like, why has nobody gotten this order? And she finally figured out it was because they sent it to the other place that I was referred to, not the place that I'm going to. So they finally got that in like last week. So in the meantime, while I'm doing physical therapy, I've decided to also go back to the chiropractor. I have a chiropractor here that I love. He is a great, great man. And so I've been going to him. Yesterday, he put me into something called decompression. That is where they strap you in here and they strap you at your hips. And you remember in those old westerns where they draw and quarter you, they tie up your arms, and then they pull you apart with the horses. That's what they did with my stomach. They stretched me out. I reached down. When I got on the table, there was no gap between the two tables. I reached down at one point and there was a 5-inch gap. I was 5 inches taller. Whoo, my goodness. It felt good while it was happening. I think it was 18 minutes worth. But as soon as I went to get up, I was praying for strength. And I'm still praying for strength. He also put me in a cervical brace. So I have this big brace right here that I not so lovingly call a corset, because yeah, you can't breathe, you can't eat, you can't nothing. And I can't show you because my seatbelt's on, which I don't even know why I'm wearing because I'm sitting still. So yeah, been doing those things for 2 weeks. My poor doggies have been waiting for a month. Thank goodness for understanding, loyal customers. If any of you are watching, thank you. I appreciate your patience. I'm doing everything I can to get back to your babies because I miss them and I miss you. So yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm hanging in there. It hurts to sit up like this. I can lay down, I can walk, I can stand somewhat, but when I am in a sitting position, it is like, I want to say the wrath of God, but I feel like that's horrible to say. It's just painful. It's just painful. My toes go numb. I have stabbing, shooting pains down my leg. What it is I have scoliosis, which is the curvature of the spine. So it's just pressing down in such a way that it is pinching that sciatic nerve, which affects everything down my right leg. So I have been worthless for the past month. Since June 6th, I have been worthless. You know, I can't sit up and edit anything on my computer. I can lay down. I can walk. And that's about what I do. And I do my workouts. I actually ordered a flat float for my pool, something that was completely flat so I could actually lay in the pool now that the temperature's a little better. It's actually dropped a little bit now, so it's a little on the cool side for me. We have a magic number in our pool. If it's like 85, then that's when we want to get in it. Anything under that is just a little cool for us. And if it gets too far over, it's too hot for me. My husband loves it hot. I don't like swimming in bath water. But that is what is going on with me. Daddy's doing okay. He's actually working on trailers and things right now. Mom's having a hard time keeping up with him because he's just running her all over the place. It is hot here in the Mid-South. We had like a torrential rain the other day. One day we had hail. I'm not kidding you, this big around. It was crazy big hail. That was last month at some point. But yeah, I'm so sorry I haven't been around, haven't been doing any unboxings. I did get a Stitch Fix box in which I just kept everything. So if y'all want to see what I got in that box, I can show it to you. I can't try anything on. I haven't been filming because it hurts to sit up like this. The only reason I'm doing it is because I'm so early for this appointment. Otherwise, I would be laying down. Trust me, I considered leaning the seat back and laying down until it was time, but I always feel like I look ridiculous laying in the car. I feel like the cops are gonna knock on it. Hey, you can't sleep here, you know, like they do in TV. Anyway, I'd appreciate y'all's prayers. Daniel's doing wonderful. He is helping me pick up the slack, you know, helping get down on the floor and feed the kitties and do litter boxes and things like that. I still try to do them some because I can't stand not doing it. But, you know, on my worst days, I can't do the bending or even get on my knees. But that's what I have to do. I have to get on my knees and kind of keep my back straight. And there's just no bending over if you're standing. That's bad for your back. You're supposed to sit and bend, or I tend to squat and bend, which my knees are getting worse, so that's not great either. Well, here's the update. I hope you enjoyed watching me in the car ramble on like a crazy person. I'm sure everybody thinks I'm crazy. Actually, this parking lot's been quite empty, so yay! Maybe nobody thinks I'm crazy. Y'all, thanks for sticking around and being curious about me. Thank you for all your prayers. I love y'all so very much. Have a great day, and God bless.